Good to see you. Hello from Barcelona. I'm here at the ISE show in Spain and just coming at you live with a quick couple things about how to turn your conversations on a booth at a trade show into a sales opportunity. So I was talking with someone today at their booth and it was so great. He was talking about how they use education to really get their customers starting to work with them. And I love that so much. So I want to give you 5 things that you can do when you're at your trade show booth, be you here in Barcelona right now, whether you're here in Barcelona right now, or whether you've got a show coming up that you can use. So the first one is perfect. Just what he was talking with me about is in this case, they had some white papers around 2110 and NMOS and just different technical standards and specifications that they're sharing with people. And he's got a QR code set up and was working so well and talking about all the education that they do for their clients and they build custom products and OEM products for them. So, number one, have something really nice and sweet and educational to give away to your people. It could be a guide, a checklist, a white paper, a video series, really something that's going to help them learn what they need to know so that they can get their work done and maybe they can work with you. So number one, have something educational for folks. And I've got an article here, so I'm gonna pop the link in the chat, or in the description, so you can get to it. If you go to my website, by the way, kokoroinc.com, and then just go to the blog post, you'll see the first post right now is all about this. The second thing to think about is the purpose. So you've got kind of two purposes, really. There's one, your purpose for being at the show. So think about what that is. And two, what's in it for me? Meaning, what's in it for your customers, your clients, the people coming to talk to you at the show? Why are they there? So, what's the purpose? And just being really clear about that is super good. So, if your purpose is education, great. If your purpose is education with an eye toward working with people and getting them to become your customer in the future, great. Now, why is your customer at the show? What do they need to know? Because once you know that, and this just might be super obvious, but it's good to think about, why are they there? Once you know why they're there, you can turn your attention towards solving what it is they need to have solved. So just take a moment, bust out your phone, your pencil, whatever, and write down the top 2 or 3 reasons you think your customers are at the show. Super important stuff. It changes everything once you get super succinct like that. All right, another thing to think about is a conversation starter. Now, you might feel super good talking with people at a show. I recently did a training with a group of people who were nervous about what they were going to say at a show. So, for folks who feel like, I don't know what to say, I don't want to bug people, that's a whole thing in and of itself. And you can really, a couple ways to combat that conversation starter don't know what to say. One of them is if you know why people are at the show, it's going to guide your conversation. So you don't have to like show up and start talking about what you offer or what you solve right away. Find out why they're there. So it might sound really obvious, but I talked to someone today at the show here. So I was on the booth working and went up to them. Hey, tell me about you. What are you working on? And they explained what they're working on. And clearly, I knew right away that what we had in this case wasn't a fit for them. And so I could direct them to somebody else who could help them. So that helped her, that helped me. Everybody was helped in that situation. And that was great because then I was free to talk to the next person and help them with what they needed. So finding out what somebody needs is really important. And you might have just a couple questions in mind and just have those before you go to the show. Have your 2 or 3 questions in mind so you know exactly what you can ask people. So you might ask them, are you using this type of technology? Tell me what you do with that. You can do something simple like tell me more about what you're looking for today. So asking someone about what they're looking for and if they use a particular type of technology or product, that can help right away. So for the show I'm at right now, I can say, oh, tell me what you're doing with your IP video networking or what type of video system are you using right now? Once I find that out, I can hear what they need, and it starts the conversation really well. So I have a couple questions in mind. And then I'm going to just close with something that's super obvious and good to remember is, of course, our body language matters. And so it was really easy. Today on the booth, I'm talking with somebody. There's no one standing at the demo area. But the way I was talking with someone, I ended up with my back to the demo area. And so the other booth member I was talking to, I was like, ooh, I'm just going to turn. If we can just shift the conversation and so I can pivot 90 degrees or so that way I can keep an eye on my little area over here. And then that way I'm open, I'm available to talk, and it's not just the huddle of the booth staff. So thinking about that and just I'm not sitting there on my phone looking down at stuff. Oh, there's nobody here. I might as well check my email. Maybe once or twice, but really being available and open to look around and just be there to talk. So where you're positioned, what you're doing, all those things, you know it already, but it's good to think about it. So those are some top ways to turn cold conversations at a booth into sales opportunities. I'm sure you've got a tracking method for tracking opportunities. We can talk about that another time. In any case, I'll put the link to this article in the description here. And yeah, have a beautiful day.